Hello everybody and welcome to the latest KOA live video as we react to the new Ipswich Town 2025-26 kits for the championship season, unfortunately. But I'm here with good old Ben Diath as the kits have just dropped, my friend. We've sort of had a little look at them as they dropped, but we're here to bring you a live show. My friend, how are you? Last year, I was actually in your house as we reacted to the first Premier League kit in 20 plus years. This time we're in our own households. But how are you, my friend?
Yeah, very well, thank you, Ross. It's been quite a long summer already. Fortunately, I do like other things other than Ipswich Town Football Club, so keeping very busy. But I mean, it all starts now, doesn't it? The lads were back in training on Thursday, and now we've got a new kit to feast our eyes on and talk about with the KOA community.
Definitely, my friend. Yeah, get involved in the comments down below. Share your thoughts. It's always good to hear from you. And yeah, we're going to discuss both kits. We're going to bring up both of them in all their glory. First of all, with this picture here, Sammy Smoddock's, of course, donning the home kit. So Pescott with Ipswich Town women's team donning the away kit. Ben, what was your first reaction? Of course, we're in the green room. We're looking at it. But what's your sort of raw reaction on the home kit, first of all?
Yeah, I saw the little video the club put out, and looks like already going back to sort of those grassroots. Great to have those kids involved. I'm sure that's something they'll look back on over many years and say, you know, I was there to help launch Ipswich Town's 2025-26 home and away shirts. Obviously a few of the players were involved there as well. Sammy Smoddock and Sophie Pescott fronting there on the advertising of the home and away. First thoughts, I really like the home shirt more than the away one. Sammy there, really love a V-neck. I think that'll be really popular with fans. A bit of a throwback to the late 80s. I know that kit was an Adidas kit, but Umbro, I think, have done a really good job there. Love that pattern going across the shirt and within the detail. Obviously, you've got Tingly Teds on the sleeve and our fantastic new Stone Market-based sponsor Halo on the front, which is really crisp and smart. And also, I think it's important for a lot of fans. I've seen that it is available in long sleeve as well. I know that's been a request to the club for a few years now to get a long sleeve version of the shirt, so I'm sure that'll prove popular as well. But I like the simplicity of it. It's smart. It will look fantastic, I'm sure, when these primed athletes have it on over the guys that I'll be joining, including myself in the pub. Maybe we don't show it off as well as the players do, but you know, we show off our colours and we're very proud to do so. And in that shirt, I think we've got a really good one.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's yeah, I like it. I think when I first saw it, I was like, "Ooh!" And obviously we've been teased with it for a while because obviously when Halo got announced, and which obviously is a great story, you know, another local company replacing Ed Sheeran after 4 years. So we've seen sort of teasers of it, you know, when the Halo we saw the logo, and then we've sort of seen the pattern and stuff. But no, I like it. I think it looks very retro, as you mentioned earlier about the kit from the 80s. So I think this is going to be a fan favourite. I'm going to quickly bring up a few comments before we go on to the away kit, Ben. But let's have a little look. Norman's gone straight away and gone, worst kit since the Magical Vegas kits. All right, Norman. That's a bit harsh straight away. Let it grow on you. Then we got Matt Morgan here. I like the home one. Not sure about the away. The home keeper kit looks good. Like that a lot. We'll bring up the keeper kits very shortly when we get images, and we can sort of share our thoughts on that. Because I'm sure there's a few people. Ben, you got behind you got the Craig Forrest goalkeeping kit, which obviously is very out there, but good. We've got Finch's Rest Cemetery. Welcome. Underwhelming at first look, but think it will grow on me. And sometimes kits do. I think there's been kits in the past for me that they've sort of grown on me. I think actually, this is controversial, but basically the championship promotion winning kit was sort of like, it sort of had to grow on me. I know it was sort of like inspired from the 2000, but yeah, one behind you. It's sort of like, I looked at it and I went, yeah, that's fine. Even the pinstripes from last year, it sort of had to grow on me for a bit, but not too bad. Let's see what James B had to say. I think the home kit, but I'm having difficulty looking at the red. I think meant to say red. For me, away kit should be white, black, or orange, black, which is fair enough. Everyone's got their own opinions. We'll bring up the away kit very soon. We'll be spanking Norwich wearing this kit. Love that, art.
Yes, art.
Brilliant. James B again. I think he just repeating what he said because he. Don't worry, mate. I've got very bad spelling as well, so that's all good. But yeah, add some more comments in, ladies and gentlemen. But how would you? Let's quickly rank them, Ben. The home kit quickly, as we've spoken about a little bit. Out of 10, what do you reckon?
Cool. Out of 10. 10 out of 10 is, I think, almost unattainable. I think people are too much, they build things up too much. It's like when they like to build up, men and women, how sexy are they? 9, 10 out of 10 out of 10 is, apart from my wife, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm going to say an 8. I really like it. An 8. I actually think sort of last year was sort of 6, 7, and we've had sort of 4, 5s. Magical Vegas would be sort of a 4, 5. And that's where I put my sort of figure. So I really like it, really crisp. Like I said, love a V-neck. The fact you can get it in long sleeve is excellent. So I'm going 8 out of 10, Ross.
Okay, yeah, let us know in the comments down below your rankings for both teams. Dale's gone, Ipswich suck. Fair enough.
Thanks, Dale.
Thanks, Dale. Thanks very much for your input there. But yeah, let us know the home kit ranking. But let's talk about the away kit, my friend. Let's bring it up. Here it is. Interesting. Obviously, that was sort of leaked online as they always do, and there was like talk about it being potentially a goalkeeping kit. But no, it's the away kit. Red. We've had red a few times. I think we had red during the Adidas era with Marcus Evans, of course. But yeah, what's your first reaction on this kit, my friend?
Yeah, I tend to always lean more to the home kit. Just as a season ticket holder, I get away as much as I can. I just like wearing blue. Blue's my favourite colour. Probably like most Ipswich fans. The red is going to be a good red for the players seeing each other on the pitch. That's for sure. It does strike you as something that's going to stand out. Obviously, we've had red away kits in the past. The AC Milan, obviously in League One, I think was really popular. The fact that it's broken up with the pattern on the sleeves almost reminds me of Tetris. I remember the game on the Game Boy. Reminds me a little bit of that in terms of the blue and the red. I wouldn't say I like it as much as the home kit, but we've certainly had worse away kits. Perhaps for a younger fan base, it will prove more popular than older ones like myself. But again, I like the V-neck. I like the trim on the sleeves, and it does look very smart. And then maybe a case, as I said, the sleeves with that pattern does break it up quite nicely, which might prove popular with some people. But I prefer the home.
Okay, I'm just trying to get the goalkeeping kit as well, but let's look at some more comments then, Ben. Let's have a little look. So Andy has gone home kit is okay, 7 out of 10, which solid. I'm gonna go 8 as well, Ben. I'm gonna go 8 out of 10. But there's Andy. James B, home 8 out of 10, away 5 out of 10. I'll get your ranking in a minute. Ben Diaf. Robert just gone looks awful. Let us know. Expand on that, Robert. Why don't you like it? Why do you think it looks awful? And we've got Elvis Presley in the building. Home kit looks like Everton. Don't like the away kit. Goalie kit looks decent, and we'll bring that up very shortly. Andy again. Was that away kit designed by a blind man? Blooming awful. Fair enough. Fair enough. I will admit, I don't know. I think once again, that's going to grow on me as well. Let's quickly bring up this picture of Pescott wearing it. And I think once again, I like the halo. The halo logo looks really good. It's just nice and just clean. With the white, obviously, it's just bold. But once again, when you see it actually in person, when you sort of see it physically, that's sometimes that changes it. I remember when they released the kit. Well, yeah, the championship promotion kit. I went down the Felixstowe. Obviously, they're playing the non-league team, and that was the first time you could actually see it in the flesh. And I was like, it sort of was growing on me even then. So yeah, let's see. Jack Kenny, away long sleeve, awful. Short sleeve, not bad. Okay, I haven't seen the long sleeve on the away kit yet. I'll have to quickly find that. There's Robert here. Red and lines drawn by child. Okay. Once again, Robert, expand. What? Why don't you like it? But Ben, so there's been a few people sharing their thoughts on the kit. The away kit. What would you rate that out of 10? With obviously, I think it was James B went 5 out of 10. What are you going with it?
Yeah, I mean, whenever you have a pattern, like they do on the sleeves of the red, and I can see what Robert's sort of alluding to there. It looks like something that I might pick up my son from nursery, and he's sort of scribbled all over a piece of paper with those wiggly, windy sort of red and blues together. But that's artistic, isn't it? And loud patterns, as we've seen with Ed's pink shirt, sort of a loud pink shirt. People like things to stand out. Maybe an old fart like me will be proven wrong, and it will be extremely popular. It won't. I won't be purchasing it, but I'm not saying. I'm sure thousands upon thousands will fly off the shelves in Planet Blue and online over the next few weeks. It's something I'm sure will prove popular. And once we start winning in it, which hopefully we will see a lot more of this season, then some kits just get cult status, don't they? You only need a famous away win in a shirt like that, and it will just go more and more and more, as I said, in terms of the sales. So I would put it around a 6. It's not, certainly again, not the worst that we've had, but 6 out of 10 for the red, and as I said, 8 out of 10 for the home blue shirt is much more to my liking.
Yeah, I think, as I said before, I think it's going to grow on us, the away kit. And yeah, I'm trying to think, hopefully it won't clash as much, because that's been our problem with away kits. The one, obviously, the burgundy kit, which I really like, we only used it a few times, I think. But reds.
Yeah, so I really liked that last year. I preferred
Yeah.
preferred the away, but we barely wore it, did we?
Yeah, so hopefully this one will. I'm trying to think it won't clash too much. Obviously, there's a few blue teams. Obviously, Birmingham City, that will probably, we'll be wearing the away kit on the opening day, because obviously Birmingham are blue, and there's a few other blue teams, if I remember rightly. But yeah, let's see a few more comments. I've got images of the full kit with the obviously the shorts and the socks. I'm going to bring them up shortly. I've just got to obviously go through some comments, and Ben, I need you to do some filling, because I've got to get those on the screen. But let's quickly take a look at some more comments. Thanks everyone for getting involved. Let us know your thoughts on it as you see it right now. This is from Paul. Not as good as League One red and black stripes. Yeah, I like that one as well. On the home, prefer last season pinstripes. Hopefully Halo shirt with PL Premier League badges on next season will be better. Yes, Paul, love that, my friend. Andy, once again, let's have a look. I guess the burgundy and gold kit was very hard to beat, as loved that one. This season away kit is 3 out of 10, which is fair enough, Andy. Hopefully it will grow on you. Obviously, fur kits, there's always that. I'm sure they will. I'm sure Ed will probably design another one, I'm sure. This is I Am, or no, I Am? Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if that's your name. Let us know your proper name. I hope the fur kit is white, which, yeah, we shall see. Another comment here from Jules. Red and blue are both bold colours, which don't go well next to each other. On the away sleeves, if there was white to break up, it would probably look better. Ben, if you can find the, as I speak and go through the comments, if you can find a long sleeve version picture, let me know. Tractor Boy, we will be wearing the red first game against Birmingham live on Sky. Yes, we will. Bradley's gone, think the home kit is awful. Bradley, expand on that, my friend. Let us know why you think it's awful. Anything in particular you don't like? You're not the fan of the collar, the design? Let us know a bit more. Let me have a look here. Jules went, I do like the Tingly Teg logo. It's kind of vanishes on the away sleeve. Fair enough. Andrew, bloody awful away kit. What were they thinking? Andrew, again, expand. I remember, actually, last year, I remember seeing your name when you were talking about the art last year kit. You're just not a fan of kits in general. Sammy here, I don't understand why we didn't just carry on the burgundy to this season, considering we didn't wear it at all last season, which is true. And that's another thing, Ben, obviously. I know this is a common thing in football, but obviously back in the day, they used to have kits for over a few seasons, but now obviously it's every year, but because it's a money maker, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's not just Ipswich Town, is it? I mean, there are clubs that are far worse. I mean, most of the Premier League clubs they all have 3 shirts. Some then have a limited edition shirt to make a 4th shirt. They also have all these retail sort of template tracksuits and all this stuff, way more than Ipswich have in terms of trying to take people's hard-earned cash, and it sells, doesn't it? It is a shame about the burgundy, as we said, Ross. I really, really like that one from last year, and if only clubs did just make kits over 2 seasons, that would be wonderful. I think Brentford did it maybe once or twice in the recent past, which I think proved incredibly popular. But we know Brentford are a very well run club, and I don't want to talk about jealousy there. But we're doing no different to any other club would do. The red, as you said, is a perfect alternative, because we will certainly wear that a hell of a lot more than the burgundy last year. So if any fans are thinking about getting the red on a match day and away day, the likelihood is, there are loads of clubs that play in blue in the championships, your Sheffield Wednesdays, your Birminghams, your Blackburns, all of that we're going to be playing in red in. So you'll get plenty of use out of it this year. We'll see what the third kit arrives as. It may well be white, as a few of the guys who have texted in have said. I know it's talked about on the main pod about a yellow and blue retro back to the 70s, early 80s. I think that'll be outstanding. I don't think of yellow and blue being anything to do with our neighbours up the road in Norfolk. I can't see them doing that, but that would be cool.
Yeah, well, we shall see. Got a few more comments here, and then I'll bring up the full home kit in all its glory in terms of the shorts and the socks as well. Although I don't think most of us will go full kit, the rest of the word. Let's take a look here. Bradley has expanded on what he said. Just really don't like the design compared to previous years, which is fair. I think every year is different, and sometimes you like it, sometimes you don't. It will be interesting if they do sell a lot this year, because obviously the last few years they've been record-breaking sales. It'd be interesting if they will this year. Andrew's also expanded on his opinion. Don't like the colour on the sleeve. Home kit is okay. So yeah, I think the away kit, I think that's just the controversial part, isn't it, Ben? Really, I think people may not like that, but
I think that's always going to be. I think that's always going to be the way when you have a pattern like that. It's definitely going to be 50-50, and then you just hope that the 50 that don't like it, 50% that don't like it, it grows on them over time. When you have something that's a bit, I mean, imagine if the whole shirt was like that. That definitely would be very controversial. I think you do have to break things up. I mean, if that was just all red, you would then be accused of probably having two sort of boring kits. So I completely understand why they have that design, why Umbro have gone in that direction. There are plenty of sort of retro looking kits that have that throughout, that kind of pattern. I see sort of clubs like Carlisle, for instance, Carlisle United this year. It's worth looking at their kits. They're a very outlandish and retro looking. And whether we would go in that direction, it's quite risky. For retail, those figures do matter. For PSR reasons, profit sustainability, all of that stuff. So we need to sell these kits. So we have a job to do as fans again. Mark Ashton will be calling upon us to answer that rallying call and get behind the club again, etc., etc. So, Mark, don't worry, you'll have the home kit from me, and I'm sure plenty of fans will have both. But I totally see the sort of Marmite feel over the sleeves on the away kit.
Yeah. So once again, let us know your comments, but we're going to wear it hopefully more this year because, as you mentioned, a few clubs. Obviously, Portsmouth is another blue team. We're going to be having to wear that in. Let me just quick. QPR, I think we'll probably wear the red against QPR. As you mentioned, Leicester City, Millwall, Coventry. So, as you mentioned,
8
Blackburn
away games there. Yeah.
There we go. Bloody hell. So yeah, we're going to be having to wear that a lot. So you're going to have to get used to it, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to have to get used to it. Let's quickly bring up some more comments. Thanks so much for everyone's interaction. It's great to have you involved and let us know a bit more. This is from Alex Mills. I really wish the club would have consistency with patterns. It's weird having a nice pattern on the front of the shirt, but nothing on the arm or back of the shirt. It's like they run out of material. Yeah. Phil here. I'm a Town fan. Absolutely love the Crystal Palace home kit. I wish Town had come up with something like that for a away jersey this year. I also need to make sure I read the comments before I bring it up, just in case there is any controversial comments. Andrew, gone. What colour do you think the third kit or would you like? So obviously we already sort of mentioned that, Ben. I'm trying to think. Look at the palette. Like obviously orange is always the one that sort of always had success in. But as you mentioned, yellow. Any other colours that you just would like to bring up? Like Elvis Presley, Parsley. Sorry, it's gone up. Third kit maybe burgundy. So yeah,
I can't see it being burgundy. It's nice. Like I said, last year's was really good. I can't now see it being orange or yellow because of that palette with the red. They're just not going to work. They're never going to. So I think white is what you're looking at. Maybe black, back to black again, or a black and white stripe. Newcastle, Notts County, Juventus. I guess we will see probably what we're looking at September, October time. I guess late September, early October. Sometimes it gets released. I don't know when was last year's. Late September.
Oh, must have been, yeah. Because didn't we have to wear it like pretty quickly? Because obviously, once again, the burgundy clashed so much. I think we had to wear the pink kit.
Well, we wore it at Tottenham.
Yeah,
obviously winning at Tottenham, Tottenham were beaten by a bunch of Peppa Pigs. I think was one of the famous comments from one of their YouTubers.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, they won't go pink again as well, they'll mix it up. So I would put on something white or black, because I think with the red you're not going to get yellow or orange.
No. So yeah, so bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just trying to get this image done of the full kit. Although, as we said, I think most people won't wear the full kit. But you know, we want to see what it looks like as a whole. I don't know. Sometimes I just buy the shorts, and I can just that's nice, easily to sort of lounge about in. But yeah, Ben, let's bring it up, and I'll bring up some more comments as well very shortly. But let's just look at the full kit in all its glory, the home kit. And I've tried my best to do this very quickly as I've done it live, but here it is. So, yeah, what do you reckon, Ben? Like back of the shirt, obviously, once again, we'll find out what the sort of font will be. Sadly, it will be the championship badge on the shirt, but we all know that. But yeah, any thoughts on shorts and socks?
In keeping with the shirt, funnily enough, the shorts look actually very similar to the League One shorts in terms of having that sort of diamond or triangle in the corner of the at the bottom. I know we'll have a Fleximize on the back of the shorts as our first ever sponsor. Sorry for the shorts, which is fine. Again, it's a classic modern day football thing to do. I'm not sure you can do that in the Premier League. I know you can in the EFL. I don't think you have sponsors on shorts in the Premier League. Happily be corrected there. So that's why maybe we didn't bring it in last year. The 3 stars detail, I think that's always a nice touch. It's a nod to the history of the club, which will of course never be forgotten, but it's nice to have it. And again, the EFL numbers and the badge, I don't mind. I'm really looking forward to having a championship season. Of course, with our meteoric rise, 2 successive promotions, we only had 1 year in the championship after 5 years away. So it will be good to have football every week, and as I said, we've got a kit to I think that blue one to look at the players and it look really crisp and smart, and hopefully see plenty of goals. Sammy Smodic obviously fronting up the kit there with Sophie Pescott. I'm hoping to see Sammy bang in. It would be fantastic if he could get the same record as he did last time in this division, with virtually, I think it was 29 or 27 or 29 league goals. So yeah, if he could do that, that would be marvellous, please, in a fantastic home shirt, with the shorts and socks as you've just shown us to match, Ross.
Lovely filling, Ben. Lovely filling. But good thoughts. I'm going to bring up the away kit in its full glory very shortly. But let's bring up some more comments, my friend. Let's take a look. Guys, loads. Thank you so much, everyone, for getting involved. Let us know as well, as we've done already, our rankings or ratings of the kits out of 10 for home and the away. Let's take a look. Let me just go up. God, this is so many. I love this, guys. Love this. I'm trying to think where we got to. We're not going to go back to Robert saying red and lines drawn by a child. Won't do that. Let's have a look. God, live shows. Hey, okay, let's go. This is I Am again. Compared to the home, the away kit looks like it's made by Adidas from 8 years ago. Yeah, I sort of get why, because I think there's already been an image on social media saying the one from I think, was it the relegation season or the season before, when it was just the red one. But yeah, let's take a look. Steve Howard went, I'm liking the home. Looks very retro. I know the away kit will grow on people and sell well, which is very true. And as I said, I think the home kit looks very retro as well, definitely with the collar and stuff like that, which is good. Let's have a look here. This is Sammy. Hopefully they're saving their money by producing men kits for actually signing some players. Very true. Although I did sign a goalkeeper yesterday. So there we go. Welcome to the club, David Button. There we go. Birmingham, but this shirt is fire. I think this is a guy, obviously, Jens Kjuste has been linked to different clubs. I think this is a supporter of one of those clubs. Luke Wake said, new home kit looks great. Not sure on the shade of red, but then I loved the last red away kit, which is, I like red. I like the colour red, to be honest. Ben, are you a red fan?
I said blue's my favourite colour. I only really think about blue. I mean, red's fine, isn't it? I just read when I was growing up, it's just Manchester United, wasn't it? And everybody hated Manchester United in the 90s, unless you supported Manchester United, which most people did. So I do think of red as that. But I'm there. I know there's a big Welsh contingent of Ipswich fans, and red obviously is the Welsh colour. So hopefully it's popular with them and many other people as well. I think as one of the comments said, I'm sure the red will grow on people and it will still sell in plenty of numbers. And I think Ross, you mentioned it earlier. It'll be interesting what the numbers of the shirts are. But with the season ticket sales so strong again, we've sold out. We have a waiting list. People are expecting a successful season. I'm confident we'll have a lot of wins, and when that happens, it means you're going to sell more kits. I'm sure the sales will be right up there with not the Premier League season, but certainly the last time we were in the Championship.
Do an amateur hour here. My laptop's about to die, so let me just plug that in, ladies and gentlemen, as we show you the full red kit in all its glory, because some people are interested to see what it looks like with the shorts and the socks and the back of the shirt as well, because as you mentioned with the 3 badges, is always good to sort of that, and obviously got the running towards adversity in the collar or inside the shirt again, but here it is, Ben, in all its glory. Any changes of opinion when you see that as the full kit?
Well, I said we weren't going to be missed on the pitch with the bright red shirt. I mean, now we've got the matching socks and shorts. I think we'll be absolutely fine. I mean, good job as well. All red's good. I guess if we had white shorts, we might look like traffic cones. So that certainly looks when we tune in, or we're at St Andrews, in that corner. I think that, or behind the goal in the corner of the stand, then we won't be able to miss us. That's for sure. So whether Sky Sports, if you've got Ultra HD, will be. I think your eyes will be popping out of your head watching us. Hopefully, smash a few goals in at St Andrews on Sky Sports and live on Friday, August the 8th. I like it. Away kit should be bright. Let's face it, they've got to be different. I still stick to it. It's not one of my favourites, but I can see why they've done it and why it's bright. And under the lights, that'll look very crisp, I'm sure. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if we'll wear it in pre-season, because obviously we've got Aberdeen, so they play in red, so we'll obviously play the home kit. Obviously,
Auxerre are white, aren't they? So might not have. We could wear it there, I guess.
They're blue, aren't they? Auxerre blue?
Blue and white and blue.
Yeah, we may wear it.
We might wear it.
But we're going too in depth here, ladies and gentlemen. For me, I ask questions and I just expand on it. Let's have a look. Sarah, I'm trying to find the goalkeeper kit, but I can't see it. We've seen it, but I'm trying to get it on the page just in case people haven't seen it. But Sarah here's gone purple goalkeeper shirt, looks great, and yes, it does look great in the video that we've seen. So which is good. John here, Hope shirt has cool retro styling. Yeah, I like that. Let's just have a look at a few more comments here. This is from Sammy here. This is a 1996-97 cream and black stripe kit remake for the 3rd kit would be great. And yet, basically, isn't that one behind you, Ben? I think that's the one he's talking about.
Yeah, the one with obviously Green King Abbott Ale, which famously had Bury St Edmunds spelt wrong in it when the first load went out. That's not one of those, but that's a collector's item if anyone's got one of those. It's a really cool design. It'd be great if we could go back to something like that. Would be another good thing. Maybe that would the 3rd kit would look like Sammy says, because if it does, then that would be hugely popular. And I think if Ed's got something to do with it, then maybe we will be able to go back to something like that. I know he did his pink thing probably because of his new album that comes out, and that's all pink based. So yeah, the 3rd kit. Yeah, we'll see in September and October time what that's going to look like. So I think with Ed in charge, it's something to get excited about again. But yeah, going back to the home kit and when that'll be available, I think it's all available now with the club shop. So that's going to be something that you can get in store, I think, immediately today. Or obviously fans that don't live in Ipswich like myself will probably just be ordering it online. And then what's it? First, obviously, game of the season again. I think it's another Sky Sports game, so we'll be live on television for both kit unveilings, and we'll be able to see in the bars and the pubs and all the way around the ground. I'm sure plenty of fans will have both of the kits on. But yeah, kits of the past, like that 80s kit, I think that's where we've taken the theme from this home kit that we've got this season. So yeah, certainly a good one. I think with that, not template, but that design. I think I said to Ross before, I really like the home one, so I'll be getting that, and looking forward to wearing it at the first home game of the season. Oh, yeah. Ross, hello.
Hello, yeah. Typical me, new house and still laptop issues. This is actually a new laptop, but I think because I'm doing so much things in the background, I'm doing trying to get all these images up. I think my laptop is just gone. What are you doing? Doing too much. Doing a live show and also doing images, which is crazy. But there we go. This is from, and it's a fair comment. This is George. Not sure it'll look good on a regular person, but on TV and from a distance, both will look amazing. So there we go.
I think Ross has gone again, which doesn't make for very good streaming, does it? But yeah, keep sending us your comments of what you think of both kits. I think we've all, as the comments have been flying in, everybody seems to prefer the home kit over the away kit, which isn't a surprise. But as we've been saying, often these away kits do grow on us over time, over the season. And yeah, if we beat Birmingham in the first day, then I'm sure plenty of people will buy that away kit almost immediately from seeing us with a famous win at St Andrews against these American. Well, not that we're not American owners, but with Tom Brady, etc., who've been splashing the cash already. It's going to be a big game, isn't it? First game of the season when we debut our away shirt.
I think I'm back. Thanks, Ben, for all the filling. You've basically you're taking over my job now. You are the new host. I'll just be the pundit that has bad internet. And I've recently, as I said, I've just recently moved house, and I've got a really good internet provider, but I'm gonna have to have a word with them. But yeah, not good. Yeah, Elvis Parsley's just gone. Ross has gone to Curry's for a new laptop. Well, technically my company has, but yeah. We shall see.
Darren Curry's.
Yeah, there we go. But we'll sort of wrap up because I don't want me to go again. But thank you everyone's comments. We are just going to bring up the full kit of the red. Just quickly, one more go. Just up there it is, just in case everyone missed it. But I hope you've enjoyed this live show. We're going to bring up a few more comments, Ben, as we wrap up a live show. Away kit is a Liverpool tribute kit. I won't buy red, but that's just me. It's fair enough, John. Just like as Ben mentioned about Man United, it's sort of when you see red, you just sort of think Man United or Liverpool, whatever. Freddie, goalkeeping kit purple. Yes, it is, my friends. Sadly, I can't find an image that we can just get. I actually have got some images, Ben, of it in the long sleeve version. So let me just quickly get it up on screen so people can see that in all its glory. Because, yeah, you a long sleeve man? Would you wear it more in the... Oh, sorry. There we go.
Case in point.
What version are you going to get, do you reckon? Or do you think you'll get... No, you won't get both. But yeah, what do you reckon?
No. I think I'll go for the home one, long sleeved. Yeah, it's nice they've got the option. I'm sure plenty of fans will do that. It doesn't really make any difference when it's really hot. Having slightly longer sleeves doesn't mean I get less of a tan. I guess I won't get that golfer's tan or farmer's tan. I just won't get a tan at all. Protect the arms. Won't have to put sun cream on for those August games when it will be inevitably very hot in our beer gardens when we're enjoying a swift pint to douse down the nerves at the beginning of the season. But what an exciting time, and we were only a month away, just over a month away now. So yeah, I'll look forward to wearing that long sleeve home one on those first few games. Well, for the whole season really, but yeah, looks lovely there. I do like the short sleeve in terms of, I know that you've got the trim on the end of the long sleeve, but the trim on the short sleeve does look really smart, and I think because it's closer to the V-neck collar, that matches much better there. But it's interesting that it really sort of stands out more that the sleeves are plain as well, and you've got the pattern, the detail in the actual just the sort of torso bit of the shirt. So that's interesting they've done that, and the pattern doesn't continue on the sleeves. But I think just long sleeves look even smarter. So it'd be interesting. It will interest me as a bit of a geek as to which players will don the long sleeve version as well. I don't think Sammy Morsey will.
No, but yeah, I think maybe the more sort of flashy players will wear it most likely, but we shall see. Or you could even get a surprise player out of nowhere, like Dara O'Shea out of nowhere, but I don't know. I don't think so. This is this image here, having annoyingly, Yeah, that's interesting, Ben, because it's the whole. Although it would be weird if they just kept it, up there and then didn't bother for the rest of it. But Laddie's very out there.
It is very futuristic, isn't it?
Mm.
Looks like it could have been designed by AI. I don't know if Umbro has software. I mean, everybody's got access to AI now, but let's not get into that. It's as I said, very futuristic, very metropolis. It'll be hit or miss. Some people, I'm sure, absolutely love it. I'm not that fussed, but it's interesting. Like I said, the away shirt has to be a bit different. It has to grab people, and I think that certainly will. So whether you like it or not, it does grab your attention.
Yeah, very much so. Let's do a few more comments, Ben, as we wrap up the show. Oh yes, morning chaps. It's Holby here, Jamie here. I'm loving the home kit, but never sure about the red away kits. Although this one may grow on me. Decent to see long sleeve options. Loving that. It'd be interesting to see how many long sleeves you'll see. I think maybe people will get one just ready for the winter months, but obviously just people add more layers anyway. Ben Southgate, who from Aussie, if I remember, from Australia. If it's a football kit with an Ipswich Town badge in it, I love it, which is fair enough, Ben.
Yes, Ben.
Love that. Steve Catchpole here. Halo should really be sponsoring the Saints. The Saints.
Very good.
Obviously Southampton, which is very good indeed.
They're sponsored by P&O Cruises this year, Russ.
Oh.
Which, again, not gaming, sorry. So I think that's decent sponsor. But anyway, who cares about Southampton? Let's just beat them twice.
Yes. Stephen Cooper here. Love the home kit. Good old days. Yes, as we said, from the 80s, that nice Adidas sort of Virgin one. Andy's gone. Thanks for the good show. No worries, Andy. Thanks for joining us. Make sure to join us for future live shows. Steve Cooper is giving it a 10. Giving the home kit a 10. Yeah, I like that. Let's take a look here. Alex here. Love the away design, but just like Ben, I find the Man United red connection is off-putting. I love the keeper shirt. Home is 6 out of 10, but would be high if the patterns were all over. But it'd be interesting to see that more in depth. Once again, when you see it in person, you sort of look at the pattern on the home and sort of look like that. Andy's gone. Keeper shirt is nice. Once again, I wish I could bring up a picture of it, but you can see it. It's online everywhere, ladies and gentlemen. It's on the video as well, which is a nice little video. Glenn here. Sorry, don't like the new home kit. It looks dated. An away kit. Long sleeve don't look good, which is fair enough there. This is from Jules. On the subject of sponsors, the new Watford kit with their gambling sponsor looks horrific. It does.
It really does. Worth looking up because it's just that bad.
It's very bad. Very bad. But Ben, thank you very much for joining me. Thank you for sort of filling while I was getting images and also when my laptop basically froze and internet went a bit away. But my friend, I'm sure you're hoping now to see some signings in the new kits. But how are you feeling for the season ahead?
I think the squad's in a pretty good place already. There's no panic from me at all. We will get the people through the door when we need to. I'm sure there are plenty of wheels in motion already, and who knows? We almost have players possibly signing on the dotted line as we speak. These things always do take longer than fans hope they do, but we've got plenty of time for them to be embedded into our pre-season regime and start on August the 8th. At St Andrews. So really looking forward to it, Ross. Can't wait for the new season to start. This is the beginning, isn't it, with this new kit reveal? I think as every other Ipswich Town fan will be, it's a bit like when you wake up on Christmas Day, that new kit there is crisp and lovely to unwrap. And I'm sure plenty of people will be online now ordering or popping down to Planet Blue. I don't think it's particularly nice, I was going to say in the sunshine, but it's warm. It's warm. Enjoy your summer and looking forward to August the 8th, as I said.
Tom, man, what a way to end it. But thanks everyone for joining us. We're going to be doing more live shows over this summer period and this season ahead. Fan Social will be coming back. Loads of other different stuff. Obviously, pre-season is fast approaching. We'll be going off Austria very soon. So we'll be seeing the kit in the flesh for the first time and the players playing in it. So bring it on. But thanks everyone's comments. Thanks everyone for joining us. And we'll see you next time. Enjoy the rest of your day. And we'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye for now.